You know what's so hard about being someone who gives so freely on repeat is not realizing just how much invisible currency it's actually costing you. As a former overgiver, we talk a lot about saying yes too much, not setting your boundaries, and even the people pleasing. But there are some other invisible currencies that are going on. And unless you know what they are, you have no idea the price you're already paying. So let's get into it. First, we got to talk about the energy that is costing you. Because, friend, did you know that you signed up to be the official, unofficial air traffic controller? Because you are the one who is already fulfilling this role because you have to manage everything for everybody so that everyone stays comfortable and conflict free. So you are often the one who is called on to mediate situations. You are often the referee who has to come and keep everybody in their respective corners so that the true conflict doesn't break out. And you use a lot of energy trying to manage all of these other people and their energy. And you have no idea what this is costing you. Managing everyone else and their emotions means that all of your focus is on everyone else. You're not locked in on your own presence. So, while you are the one that's paying attention to so many different things that are happening all at once in this moment, you've also given up your ability to just be present and enjoy the moment because you got to make sure that this one isn't sitting next to that one. And that if somebody says the trigger word, then you got to come in and put the fire out before everything goes up in a blaze. And that is a lot of energy, friend. A lot of energy that you end up being so exhausted later on. And then there's really not much left for you to invest into yourself and the things that are important to you. So, when you are the one who is always the referee, friend, who is there to handle situations for you when you need a break? Or just when you find yourself dealing with conflict. And by the time you have to actually deal with your own conflict, you're so exhausted, you may not even be showing up to manage that in the best of your ability. So, we don't often talk about the energy that goes into trying to keep everyone cool and trying to make sure that at the party, everyone's having a good time and everyone is happy. But, friend, are you having a good time? Are you happy? You give so freely to everyone else. And I love this for you. And I'm not even telling you not to do it because so much of this is just a reflection of your heart, of how important it is that your family and your friend circles, that everyone is close and knows that we can rely on each other. But, friend, if you are the only one who is putting in this kind of energy, you will not only burn yourself out, but at some point, you're going to end up growing some resentment because even the best mediators still need a moment. Actually, several. So, that energy, friend, that you are freely giving to everyone else, it does mean that there's less of it for you. And not only are you managing the emotional weather of everyone else, You are also borrowing from your future self because all of this time that you spend trying to mediate every single situation within the family or your friend group, it means that that's less time for you to rest, to dream, to work on your dreams, to take care of your own wants and needs. This has everything to do with you having a heart of gold. And at the same time, friend, you are missing out because you constantly are putting yourself on the back burner. And when your needs and your wants go unmet, then you also end up creating more distance between you and what you need and want. It also means that you're going to be sleep deprived. And friend, nobody wants that. Trust me, I know, because don't nobody want me sleep deprived, okay? Sometimes I need a nap and a coffee stat, okay? So, friend, it is definitely costing you. And you give your time and your energy so freely that you often don't even notice how less time you have to take care of your own self and the things that are important to you because everyone is important to you. And it's not that you can't still show up for others. It's not that you still can't do for others. But, friend, I need you on the list. I need you within your top three on your list. Because, see, I said on your list, and you were probably already thinking 2,199. That's no place for you to be on your list, friend, because I know that the list is that long. Listen, I used to be the queen of a good list, honey. Okay. I could number them like the best of them. Okay. But I had to even start focusing myself on just top three. And then after I complete the three, then I can go back to the list that is long as Never Never Land and I can pull three more. But, a friend, I need you within your top three on your list. Okay? Okay. And while we're here, we got to talk about you being the strong one. Because as the one that everyone relies on, as being the one who is everybody's emergency contact, what that means is everyone relies on you to be the one who has it together, to be the voice of reason, to authorize the plan. And while that's great, because you're really good at it, by the way, but being that person who always has to be on point, it means that when it is time for you to have a breakdown, who is there to comfort and support you? Because when you have been the strong one for year after year after year, people think that the crisis that go on that it doesn't happen for you. And if it does, then they automatically assume that you got it because you always got it. So they come to expect you to always be the one to be able to handle any and everything. And it never even crosses their mind to check in with you to see, how are you really? It never crosses their mind to step in and say, hey, I got you this week. Let me take care of you this time. Because they're just so used to coming to you. You're on point. But friend, it just, being the strong one becomes a cage that you are locked in because you're not allowed to step outside of this role anymore. No one sees you as being the person who needs to just be vulnerable. They don't see you as the person who also has feelings and can get taken down by said feelings because they just see you as this pillar of strength, that they forget that every superhuman is still human. So these are some of the invisible costs that you're paying the price for. And as someone who used to be a constant over giver and never really asking for help, never really showing too many people when I was truly in my most vulnerable moments, when I really needed help and support, it allowed everybody to see me as the strong one and never really asking how I was doing or if I needed help with something. And sometimes, even as the strong one, you don't even know what you need help with. When someone asks you on the rare occasion, can they help you with something? Or let me know if you need help with something. And your mind instantly goes blank because you don't even know what you need help with because you're so used to giving everything. You are so used to always being the point person that even when someone asks you if you need something, you don't even know what you could possibly need because you haven't even connected with yourself long enough to know what your needs are. So, this is the adjustment that we have to make because you deserve to be a priority on your list. You also deserve to get some of that good love that you give to everyone else so freely. You deserve some of that energy that you put into others. You also need to be pouring that into you. And that's why it's so important to be within your own priority top three. Because if you allow yourself to put yourself on the back burner, you will just get further and further and further down your list to the point to where you don't know what you need or want anymore. You have no clue how you're going to handle something and even who can be your support system when you are going through things. Even as a coach, I have several coaches. It doesn't make me exempt from being too close or too in it to see beyond my own position or perspective. We all need help at some time, even the strongest of us, even the ones who are refereeing every situation. Even the one who constantly shows up for everyone else, they too need a support system. So, I hope that you have been taking some inventory to see exactly where your overgiving is costing you some invisible currency that you've been paying, and perhaps you've been paying it at a really high rate. And it's just time to make an adjustment, okay? Do I want you to just cold turkey, turn your back on everyone and just fend for yourself? No. And that's just not even realistic for the way that you are set up. It's beautiful to have a giving heart. It is beautiful to be someone that other people can depend on. It's beautiful for you to be able to give so freely from your heart and genuinely not expect anything in return. And at the same time, you deserve to be on the receiving end of that giving as well. So definitely prioritize yourself starting this week. I'm not going to say today because who knows what time you're watching this video, but I am encouraging you to prioritize yourself this week. And if you need help just connecting back to yourself and just touching base and reconnecting, figuring out what it is that you need and you want, I'll link the main character energy journal prompts for you down in the description because those are amazing prompts to do just that, help you get reconnected because sometimes we just get out of touch with ourselves. Life get to life in and things start happening one after the other. And it's just super easy for us to put ourselves last in the wonderful honor of taking care of other people. But, friend, in order for you not to lose yourself and all of that, it's going to require you to prioritize yourself. And that's exactly what we are doing. That is main character energy. Because when you are full, when you are operating from your wholeness, that is when you can give not only yourself, but everyone that you pour into. You're coming from the best of you and the best of what you have to offer. And people deserve your best, but you also deserve your best. Okay, friend? So good. Okay, let me get you your journal prompt right quick. Okay. Okay. Where in your life are you giving in ways nobody sees? And this includes with you too, friend. Okay. Yes, you too. And I want you to tell me in the comments, I want you to name one invisible cost that you realize your overgiving is showing up for you. There is probably something that maybe I said, maybe it wasn't on my list, but you have something to add to the list. That's an invisible cost that you didn't realize you were paying the price for. So drop one in the comment, friend. We are building a community where we support each other, and your comment could actually be the very thing that shifts something for someone else. Okay, friend, I hope that you love this video just as much as I love making it for you. And as I always like to remind you at this time, I love myself so much, I don't play about me. And if you hang out with me long enough, you will love yourself so much that you won't play about you either. Okay, friend? I will meet you in the comments and I'll see you in the next video tomorrow.